Throw it down, big man.
All right. Breathe in, breathe out. There. Are you good? You got everything out. You got everything. I love that was your segment. Like that was your. All right, we're gonna pivot now to football. We're gonna go back to our preview segment. We did, of course, the AFC and NFC West last episode. Now we're gonna go to the South, the dirty, dirty South, the AFC and the NFC South.
Dirty as mud, like probably the worst two divisions in the league.
Not the AFC South, no. I think the AFC South is gonna be really good. NFC South, yes.
There's only like
there's a lot of fights. This is AFC South is hard, man. I can't. This is hard. It's
only hard because they're playing hard teams. They're playing against themselves, and then they're playing the teams that they're playing against. The division that they have this year, I think they're playing against like. I gotta pull it up.
This is good. So the Colts. We'll start with the Indianapolis Colts. According to the Bet MGM, their over under is 8.5. Do you think the Colts will go higher or lower? I'll start. I think they go higher. I think Anthony Richardson coming back from his injury. I think he need and Jonathan Taylor coming back from his stuff. Yeah, I'll go over. I think Gardner's. I know you love Gardner, miss you. I know, Darren, but. That injury, Gardner had an opportunity to get them to the playoffs in the last week of the NFL season, and he failed. Like, if that was Anthony Richardson, I think they would have won. I'm just being honest. I know that's your guy. But you can't tell me Anthony Richardson and Gardner on the same, not on the same level. Like, they're just not.
They're not. Gardner's. No, I'm not even about to do this with you, bro.
But how?
I'm not even about to do this with you, bro.
Go ahead. I say over. Colts over.
You say over. If it's at 8.5, they're gonna get 8 wins. They ain't getting. They're not getting more than 8. So technically under for me.
So just borderline 8. Why? Because Anthony Richardson. Why are you not a fan?
It has nothing to do with Anthony Richardson. It's just it. One, they're playing the NFC North.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing all the teams out of the NFC North. So they're going to lose 2 of those games automatically because they're not beating Detroit and they're not beating Green Bay. They'll probably beat Chicago, and they might beat Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're playing against, of course, the AFC South. They're not beating the Texans. They might beat the Jaguars. And then on top of that, you play the Texans twice. You played the Jaguars twice.
You might split them. So, yeah.
Okay, you call it a split. We could call that a split. So, let's just say we'll call that the split. So, there's 2 losses right there. They're playing 4 teams out of the NFC North. They're going to lose to 2 of them automatically. So, that's 4 losses. They also are playing the Dolphins. That's 5 losses. They're playing the Bills. They may win. They may win that.
May win.
It's going to be a close-ass game.
One of those is a swing game. You know, you say 8, but one of them could be a swing, and it could be 9, and it go over. That's
the swing game. I'll tell you the swing game. The swing game is against the Jets and the Broncos. Those are swing games.
Why are people so high on it? We'll get to the Jets. Oh, I can't wait to get to the Jets. That circus, boy. So you think the Jets can be –
I think the Jets can beat the Colts. I'm standing on that. Oh,
you stand with – so Aaron Rodgers, you just think he's going to be ready to go. I don't – that's the biggest question mark.
He only played like, what, a minute?
A snap or 2.
Probably less than that. Bro, that man has rested. You can just pretty much say he's rested for 2 years.
But he's coming off a torn ACL.
He is foaming at the mouth to play.
He tore his ACL. He's 41. Have you seen Kobe didn't come back from that? And Aaron Rodgers is not Kobe. Well, let's just go ahead and let's just kill that myth right now. Like he is not no Kobe Bryant.
I didn't say that.
But I'm just saying. Like, act like he's Kobe.
I'm telling you, the league is going to protect that man.
Protect
They
him
ain't gonna
how? The Jets'
bro,
offensive
they're
line is
gonna
still bad.
they're going to throw so many flags. I promise you. Week 1, watch how many flags they throw to protect Aaron Rodgers.
We'll see. Okay.
You ain't gonna be able to blow on Aaron Rodgers without getting a flag thrown.
Okay. And Michael Pittman, I expect to. You know what? Michael Pittman disappointed me so much last year. I had him in like 3 of my fantasy leagues. Ooh. But I think it's because of the quarterback carousel it was. That was Nick Foles. Did Nick Foles play with them too momentarily? No.
I don't think so.
No, up the year before that. So yeah, it was Gardner.
The year before that.
Yeah.
No, wasn't that Matt? That wasn't Matt Ryan, was it? Was it
No,
Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan.
It was Matt Ryan.
It was Matt Ryan, not Nick Foles. Sorry. Man, that was I wish he would have 1 year where he just knew what the quarterback was, and so he can get a feel instead of the quarterback carousel around like, oh, it's Matt Ryan, oh, it's Gardner Minshew, oh, it's
whose fault that was?
What?
Yeah.
Jim Irsay, my boy.
Andrew Luck. It was Andrew Luck's fault for quitting early.
Mr. Drunk Driver himself, Jim Irsay. Yeah, that idiot. You want to talk about owners I just can't stand between Jerry Jones and Jim Irsay and probably GD, but those 3, oh boy. Yeah, I say Colts over though. I say Colts. The Houston Texans. No, I'll go Jaguars. I'm sorry. Jacksonville Jaguars 8.5. Over or under?
Under.
The three is it 300 million that Trevor Lawrence got? What was it? He has the richest contract quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know about default.
8.5.
Yeah,
8.5. Whoa, why?
Once again, I mean, it's going to be the same for a lot of these teams because a lot of these teams share the same schedule. You're playing the NFC North, so you're losing 2 of those games automatically. Because I also feel like the Lions. Well, do I feel like the Packers are better than the Texans? That's the question.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
That is debatable. Mm-hmm. That is debatable. So the Texans may only lose to 1 NFC North team, but I mean they still got to play within the division, and they got to play. I'm sure they also got to play the Dolphins or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. Dolphins, the Jets.
They got to play the Bills. They got to play the Dolphins. Yeah, so they're playing all the NFC North and the AFC.
Okay. So after their disappointment, the Jaguars, that was again.
And then you sprinkle the Chiefs and the Ravens in their schedule too.
If they can go 1-1 in that, I mean, I don't
see them winning both of them. I don't see them winning either one of those games.
They give Kansas City in that now. If it's in Jacksonville in the heat in like September, October, that's a toss up because of weather. That could be a problem. And I'm Jaguar like Trevor Lawrence. This is Trevor Lawrence has got to show. He's got to prove it now. Like you got the contract. You're the highest paid quarterback. You got to go out there. Like this is his biggest year right now, without a doubt. Like,
yeah,
because you're the man. You're the man. If everybody like Travis Etienne, like it's about health as well, not just them beating each other up and all that, but like health wise, Travis Etienne, Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk. I say over because I think it's gonna be like them have not go 9-8. And the Colts go 9-8. Like it's just I don't see. I may see one team maybe. Well, I see Houston. Okay, it's just tough. Like 10-9-8. Like I think they go over barely. I think the Jacksonville go barely because health wise, they're a good team. They're better than 8.5 wins.
You know what? Now after looking at the schedule, and actually I had the Texans schedule up. They do not play neither the Chiefs nor the Ravens. That's the Texans schedule. but the Jaguars, they do play. See, this is why I feel the way I feel about the Jaguars. Bet ESPN has Jacksonville Browns -1 Jacksonville.
Over Cleveland. Wait, what, the week 1 game? Oh, you talking
That's
about the
week
week?
two. That's week 2.
Oh, what? Why you say that? What's the problem with that? Jaguars, yeah.
Do you think the Browns are that good?
No, I don't. I don't think they are.
So the fact that the Jaguars are only favored by 1 against the Browns, only because they're the home team. I guarantee you, if this was an away game,
Cleveland,
and Cleveland would probably be favored by 3, not by 1.
I think because Cleveland's defense is what's making it -1. I don't want to just sneeze on Cleveland, but the Cleveland's defense that's why they're only favored by 1. It could be 2, could be 1.5, but their Cleveland's defense, I'm not going to take that away from them. Myles Garrett I'm not going to take that away from them. It's just Deshaun Watson. We don't know. We don't know what his mindset is and how he's going to play. So I can see that being -1 for a tossing game. I can see that.
And on top of that, I'm going over. I'm going over with the Jaguars. They'll get 9 wins.
I agree.
They're going 9 today.
All right, Houston Texans. I think 9.5 over or under. 9.5, yeah, 9.5.
Well, once again, like I said before, they're playing the Ravens.
We're repetitive. We know.
So I'm going under.
What?
I'm going under.
You think too much? So you think too much expectation? I mean, they had the unbelievable year last year.
They had an easy schedule last year. On top of that,
but they did what they're supposed to. They won the games. I'm not going to take that away from them.
No, you're supposed to do that. No, that's fine. If you got an easy schedule, that's just how the cards fell. That's just the hand that you were dealt with. Congratulations. You won 5-7 books. Congratulations. But listen, this time if you look at their schedule, you're gonna be like, they get some wins. But some of these games, you're just like, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be pretty close.
They play the Colts week 1. That's the first game. That's we're gonna find out.
And they only favored by 2.
You're only favored by 2. I mean, look, it's over. Again, you bring in Stephon Diggs. You bring in, CJ Stroud year 2. Tank Dell comes back. Nico Collins. That that might be the top receiving core. One of the top
for sure. Yeah. No, that's without a doubt. Yeah.
I just don't see how they can't. Is over.
It just depends on if CJ has a sophomore slump or not. That's all that depends on.
Yeah.
If CJ has the same year as he had last year, oh no, they're going over, and to the point where they probably would finish in the AFC number 2 overall, behind Kansas City.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. No, I think there might be one more. Baltimore. I think Baltimore might be 2 or 3.
We'll get to that schedule later on, but
yeah.
I mean, it
that's tough. They're a tough team on offense. We still Will Anderson. We know on defense they got Will Anderson and Singleton. They got folks, but can they stop somebody? Can they make the efficient stop to get to the next level? But offense, I don't see who can slow them down if they're 100% right. Receiving core wise,
and I got something else later on about their offense that a lot of people kind of forgot.
My boy Dalton, tight end, man.
If you want to keep, you know what? No, I'm gonna save my name whenever we get a little bit into the pod.
Okay, X Factor. Okay, I got you. And last but certainly not least, the Tennessee Titans.
Under. It doesn't matter. Under.
Now Stanley's gonna listen to this. So I just want you to.
I tell Stanley in front of his face. Under. Under.
You know what's crazy? The Will Levis thing. If Will Levis gets hurt or something happens, you know who their backups are? Like
Who is it?
their backups are ooh boy. Like
Because they just got didn't they pick up like a I wouldn't say a groundbreaking backup, but I know didn't they just pick up like
it's Malik Willis and what's the other one? Like
Matt Jones? Matt Jones is on there, ain't it?
no, he's with the Jaguars.
Oh, what?
Mason Rudolph.
That's who it is. Ain't no different. They're the same damn player.
So Will Levis, something happens to Will Levis, like you can
That's the
automatically
same
guarantee
player.
you can automatically guarantee under. Like there's no like
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm gonna
exactly
say
the
out of
name I saw.
I'm gonna say out of pride because they finished like 4-13 last year. They were bad. I can see look 7. Just get 7, Tennessee.
No,
7.
what you
7.
just said, 4-13. That's what's happening again. 4-13.
Their defense is they just signed Jamal Adams today. I think their defense is good. It's just their offense. I don't know. You're putting a whole lot on Will Levis, Tony Pollard, who they got from the Cowboys, like, and the gambling machine that is Calvin Ridley is on that team. Like, there's a lot of questions on that offense, but I see 7. I think they go over 7, 7-9. I think they fight. They're gonna keep things competitive, like at least. And the crazy part is, we get to see them all noon and 3 o'clock because they only have one primetime game. That might be the laughing. That might be. They only have one primetime game. One. I think it's a double header.
I think the league. I think the NFL has to do that. Everybody has to be on national television at least one time.
Y'all are on 3 times. I want to say 3 times. Like we're on like 5 times. So like. But one time, not even one time. But and then it's like all noon game. It's like all noon games in like 3 o'clock game because it's in LA, the LA Chargers. That's it. Like
no, they want to get that game done and over with.
They got 3 o'clock game and the rest are like noon games and one Monday night game. Like
I'm surprised it's a Monday night game.
And it's against Miami Dolphins.
Should have put them on Thursdays.
That's not even a Thursday night. They don't have a Thursday night game. Like
I mean, they got the Monday night game. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't even put them on Monday night. They need to be on playing. They need to be on Thursday night.
Look at this. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games at noon. Out of their 17 games, 14 games are on at noon. I'm sorry.
Put them on the TV and get them off the TV as soon as possible.
If you had it your way, it'd be on Tubi, huh? Like black out the game. But let's not see that.
Lord. Man, listen, I ain't gonna do them dirty. I ain't gonna do them dirty that much. Ain't that
right. All right, let's go to the worst division of football, the NFC South. This is the worst division. Like this is like the New Orleans Saints 7.5 wins over under.
I'm gonna go over.
With Derek Carr. With Derek Carr.
I'm going over.
I don't know. Like Derek Carr is done.
I mean,
he's done. Like Michael Thomas is not on the team. I don't think I don't think he's on the team. Alvin Kamara. The only reason I can see over is if Alvin Kamara has one of those breakout years again. But I don't. He's getting older. Like he's probably tired too of this debacle. No, I don't. My thing is if they can get 9 wins last year, they should be able to get 9 wins this year. They ain't no better. I mean, but they ain't worse. You want to count that last win 9? No, okay. They should be 8 and 9, but I get you. Like that last win, that was like one of those. Hey, let's fight for some respect, you guys. Let's get 9, even though we're like just trash. Like I say under, you say under. Saints. Tampa Bay. What's Tampa Bay? 9? No. Tampa Bay 7.5 over under.
7.5. I'm going over.
I'm gonna go over two barely. Baker Mayfield's still there. Okay, Mike Evans. Sure. All right, I'll go over. The Atlanta Falcons 9.5. Woo boy. Oh boy.
That's up there.
Woo!
That's up there.
That's
But
under.
I'm going under, but I'm going under barely. They're going to get 9 wins.
No. It's too
They're
much.
much better than they were last year. I guarantee you, they're much. They would. I feel like Atlanta would have been that playoff team that could have been that sleeping wild card that you don't want to play if Cousins was on the team last year. But the fact that he's on the team this year, I think I think they should be able to do a little something.
No. I say under. I just think it's too much distractions. No, like too much. Like
distractions with what?
Him and Michael Penix. Like you know how awkward that's gonna be.
That ain't gonna be awkward. Man, listen, Cousins is a professional, man. He ain't worried about that.
No.
Plus, both of them bunch of grown ass old men anyway. Penix is almost as old as I am.
If they start 0-3, you know that's gonna
if they start 0-3, then yeah, Penix is about to get in. And then at that point, the season pretty much over with.
But 9.5, no. And I like their offense. I like Drake. I like their offense. Bijan Robinson, but
that's what I'm saying.
It's too much. It's too much problem. It's too much. I say under. Like
I got under as well, but they're gonna get at least 9 wins.
And the Carolina Panthers 5.5 under.
Under. Yeah, under.
Bryce Young, I'm sorry. Like this
Tennessee and Carolina are gonna be battling for the number 1 pick.
I wouldn't go that far, but like I'm gonna surprise you with my team. It's gonna be bottom. Really. This is gonna be like what?
Okay, we'll see.
But I think they're like top 4 or 5. Yeah, I see that. The best player in the division, AFC South, CJ Stroud.
Is that your pick?
I'm gonna go CJ Stroud.
I had CJ, and then I thought about it, and I was like, nah. They got a better mother effer on that team, and that boy name is Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. So resurrection Stephon Diggs. Okay. Interesting.
Yep. He's gonna be the best player in the division, guaranteed. Because you got CJ. That boy about to cut up, bro. And then you got Nico Collins on the other side of the field. The defense, they got no choice but to play one-on-one against Diggs now. Because they usually do double team. You got Nico, you got Tank. Bro, you can't play double team on Stephon now. You gotta play one-on-one. Godspeed. That boy about to eat.
Godspeed. Think about it. It's about to run out. Hopefully he doesn't. We're still on. Okay. NFC South. Best player in the
NFC. I guess I'll go.
Mike Evans.
I'll go on Bijan.
Bijan, yeah. But Mike Evans, like he just got the contract that he wanted. He's still like one of those receivers. Like
just because you got the contract, that don't mean you're the best player in the
No. But I'm saying he got the contract now. I think he's gonna. And I know Baker is just Baker, but Mike Evans is like top 3 receivers still in the league. Bijan was up and down. Inconsistency for me. Like, I'll go.
It's gonna be a close call. I'm not mad at your pick either. It's gonna be close, but yeah.
You always have to draw up something with Mike Evans. You're like, oh, Mike, where's Mike Evans at? Every time you play Tampa Bay, where is he at? Like,
for sure.
Rookie breakouts for me, AFC South. This might not be a sexy pick like we did last podcast, but J.C. Latham, the offensive lineman for Tennessee, desperately needed because Titans' offensive line is
for sure.
It's trash. So I think he's going to definitely help out Will Levis, and they could do a little something. I think Tennessee is a really surprise team if they could keep Will Levis off of his ass. So like, I really do. You don't see it, but I see Will Levis like being a dark horse. Like I really do. Like,
Uh, my boy, my sleeper is going to be Latu. I think that's how you say
yeah,
his name.
close enough.
But he's
I thought about
an
him too.
Indianapolis Colt now.
Good pick. Solid one.
Good, definitely
Edge
probably.
rusher. Him and my boy from the Colts. Oh, what's his name? The one that's the sack leader. He's with Joe Bud. Hey, what's the man's name? Like I'm drawing a blank. But him added with the Colts defensive line. It's good. He's good. I'll get his
Yep.
name when we get done. NFC South rookies. I say Michael Penix because I just really think
Oh
I
wow.
really think the boy's gonna play. Like and Kurtz, that's why my under selection. Like I really think like yeah. Like
I mean, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I guess, but my top rookie is going to be Jonathan Brooks, running back from Texas Longhorns. I believe he got drafted by the Carolina Panthers.
mhm.
So yeah.
Good luck. Good luck, buddy. Stay upright. Have good insurance because you're gonna
No, they're going to use the hell out of him, and that's why I'm just like, no, he's gonna be the top rookie because he has no choice but to play.
All right, this one I was so conflicted in best coach in the AFC South. I love my boy Nick, my coach, former coach, Eagles coach. I loved him. He's the Jaguars coach, Dougie P. But DeMarco Ryans, man,
Mm.
DeMarco he's good. We got support. We got
I
support.
mean, I was stuck. I'm right there with you. It was either between Doug Peterson or DeMarco. But I'm gonna have to be with you and go with DeMarco though.
Just safe bet. I mean, Dougie P's gonna find a way to get Trevor Lawrence. You know, he's just so creative with his play calling and all that. Like DeMarco is hard nosed. Used to play for the team, of course, back in the day. But he's got CJ. CJ is the guy. Like this is CJ's league at some point when Mahomes retires. But like and Lamar. And Lamar. But I give the
Right.
slight edge to DeMarco. I give a slight edge to DeMarco. The NFC South coach. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, dang, anybody really just
Dennis Allen is okay, the Saints coach. He all right. I mean, he's the veteran out of like because you know the Panthers got the Bucks offensive line coach. I mean offensive coordinator. He's the Carolina. The Falcons fired Arthur Smith. They got Raheem Morris. Okay, I'll go Raheem Morris. Because he's the new Atlanta. Raheem Morris. He's established. He's established. I know he hasn't had the record wise. It's not sexy, I get it, but Raheem Morris knows how to coach defense. He is a defensive prowess. Like I slightly give it to Raheem. I'll give it to Raheem Morris. Reluctantly.
I don't even want to answer this question. It's just like
Go with Dennis. You go with Dennis Allen. Like I don't hate Dennis Allen. Let's put it like that. He was one of your former Bronco. Then he was with y'all.
was
No,
Dennis on the payroll. I don't think
Dennis Allen.
was
No.
Dennis on the payroll. I don't think Dennis was ever on the payroll.
Oh, I thought he was with Peyton and no. It was just okay. No, he never was. I'm sorry. But I say Raheem Morris. We'll agree on that. X factors in the division, AFC South. Now you mentioned Stephon Diggs being the best player. I think he's the X factor for me. He had such a
Okay.
piss year last year. Like he was pouty. He didn't look like the same Stephon Diggs. I expect him to come out that shell and just be quiet because now this is your second life. We're trying to get a ring. Like be quiet.
Right.
You're not the first option now. You're the number 2 option. So maybe he can get a little more legs underneath him and all. But I think Stephon Diggs, man. I
So
thought
you,
about
you don't
this in
think?
Travis
Wait, did you
Etienne.
just say you don't think Stephon Diggs is the number one option?
No, I think it's Nico
Oh
Collins.
boy, you crazy, man.
I think it's Nico. I think it's Nico. Like, no,
Yeah, boy, you
Stephon is
crazy.
he's Stephon's not number one option. Them days are behind him. He's 30. He's 30. That's the magic number. Like Nico's 25. He's 5 years younger than him.
Okay, that's why there's a 1A and a 1B,
And Tank Dell, my boy Tank. Like
and he's two. You got 1A, 1B, and two. Tank Dell's two.
Tank
1A
Dell
is Diggs, 1B is Nico, and two is Tank Dell.
I like Tank Dell too,
But
but
let me get to my X factor.
Mhm.
My X factor. I'm gonna go with, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon.
Yeah. I forgot about you. That's another act. They
Yeah,
have Stephon, Joe Mixon.
I
Like,
told you. I told you.
yeah.
Hey, them boys gonna be nasty, man.
Health wise with Joey though. Health wise.
I mean, yeah, you got. That depends on his health, but I don't think I'm worried about his health. He's playing at the Dome, and he's playing against a whole bunch of cupcake AFC teams. Nah, he's fine.
Is he gonna get his touches like he did in Cincinnati?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
you got so much. You got.
Who's gonna tote the ball?
I mean, total. Well, Damian Pierce. I don't even want to start.
No, exactly. We don't even want to talk about that.
If
you want to talk about injury prone,
Damian Pierce is.
there you go.
But so, are they going to split it? Who's going to get more the carries though? Is it? They might split them.
No, it's going to be Mixon.
He's getting what 100%, 100% of the carries.
It ain't going to be 100%. I mean, Pierce is going to get his touches. It's going to be like let's just say out of 50 running plays, out of 50 running plays, if they ran 50, 35 of those are going to Mixon. 15 of those are going to
Damian Pierce. That's interesting. Under the radar, I thought about this guy, Tony Pollard. I mean,
and that was my second.
I thought about it. I mean, the way he played last year, I need to see it. I need to see a couple games in. Like, was it just what the offense was in Dallas? Why he couldn't get or was it like? I mean, it's a new offense, new coach, new scheme. I want to see what his new scheme is like under Tony Pollard. So I'm going to hold that take from when I see what I see, maybe preseason, and maybe come back to that. But I really thought about Tony Pollard too, X Factor. NFC South X Factor, even though it's not really like Alvin Kamara. Like if he goes, like I said, if Alvin Kamara goes back to what he was, Alvin Kamara, like I think the Saints go over and I think they win a division type of thing. So, I mean, if Alvin Kamara goes back to the old, like he gets so many carries, like they wear him out. Like I look up, he just looks worn out. Every time I see this man, he's got like 30, 40. Like I say Alvin Kamara, like X Factor wise.
Okay. I'm gonna go with somebody that we all been waiting to break out, and he hasn't had that opportunity to break out because he just hasn't had a stable quarterback that can actually, produce. And that's gonna be Kyle Pitts.
I'm off that. I'm sorry. I'm off that train.
The fact that we got Cousins now, the fact that Cousins is on the team now, that we can go back to the Kyle Pitts now.
I definitely should get off the train now. Why do you think Kyle Pitts really feels? How do you really think he feels about? How do you think he really feels about Kirk Cousins? I mean, it's better than the last options they've had.
He's definitely better than what he's had already since his time being a professional athlete. This is going to be his best quarterback.
But if he gets hurt, it's health. I mean,
you got Penix.
Yeah, well, Michael Penix is okay.
Who I feel like is also better than Desmond Ridder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything's better than Desmond Ridder. That's
okay. Then
that's not debatable.
Pitts needed a quarterback. I promise you, that's all he needed. Him and Drake London. Both of them boys are about to eat.
Drake London, yeah. I'm Drake London, yeah. Pitts. I've been burned so many times with this man. I'm tired. Like I'm just tired. I'm tired, man. It's to the point. It's to the point where they have like best player available. You want to get Kyle Pitts? I'm like, no. Like, I want to. No. Like, I'm gonna dread it because then he goes off again. He's gonna look at me in the screen. You should have got me, MF. Like, shoot, just see that. Oh no, I'm not getting. I'm not falling the trap again. I'm not. Not this year. Not this year.
I get it.
It's an interesting pick that Kyle Pitts, but nah. All right, finally, who wins the division? AFC South.
Texans.
I go Texans as well. And NFC South.
Jesus Christ. I hate this division so much. It's such a trash division.
This is definitely this has 8-9 written all over.
No, like all those teams except for the Panthers. All those teams are going to go 8-9 or 9-8. Like that's just how that division is. I guess I'm gonna go with Atlanta. They got the talent.
On paper, yes.
On paper, yeah. So but then again, can you just really just discount the Buccaneers like that?
Yes, yeah, I can. I think that the loss of David, they've lost a lot of key people on the team. Their cornerback, they lost a lot of people on the defense. I don't think Tampa Bay is gonna. No, I think the New Orleans Saints. If and I go back to my Alvin Kamara take, and I go back to Derek Carr, just being what he was a couple years ago, just decent. What he was last year was just pathetic, like on so many levels, like pathetic. If Cam Jordan and that defense comes back to life, I think the New Orleans Saints win the division, hands down. Like,
and did you give the Saints an over or under?
I gave them over.
Okay.
I think it's the same. I think Saints are a dark horse. I think they get 10 wins actually if they stay 100% right.
I don't know about all that now. I think they get 10. They and Chris Olivier, man, I like it. I like him. That's a baller right there.
Shot caller, yeah. Woo, that was fun. If anything else, we're gonna conclude this episode. Of course, you guys, again, please subscribe to our podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Like our channel. Subscribe to our channel. We need more than 18 subscribers, y'all. I need to get to at least 20, 25. Like,
I promise you, we're gonna get there.
Get to some good magical number. I'm begging you guys. Begging. All right, you guys, that will conclude this episode. We will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out.
Auskies.
Throw it down, big man.